Are you ready to honor the legacy of my brother and hip-hop legend Shock G and make a difference in the community? Show your support for the East Oakland Collective, EOC, by purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt designed by Shamari Smith. It's available at beatsforhope.com. My brother Shock G was a multi-platinum hip-hop pioneer and producer who was deeply committed to helping the community, culture, and music of his time. His vision for helping humanity was honorable and has inspired people to come together and see to those that need important attention and love. By purchasing the new Shock G Humpty t-shirt, you are supporting the EOC, which helps provide essential services in East Oakland. Together, we can make a difference as we honor Shock G's legacy and support our friends at the EOC. Get your Shock G Humpty t-shirt today.
Looking back on what it was, knowing I would rise above, of having the feeling of tumbling buildings crashing on me. I feel free to do my own thing, to battle in the ring against my worst enemy within me. Head high to the rising sun, knowing who I can become. Never complacent, never adjacent, always number one. I have begun. I've been around the dark and back. I think I ought to know a thing or two. And I know the strength in me you can achieve inside of you. I'm unstoppable. No one can break me. I'm unstoppable. Nothing can take me. Oh no. I'm unstoppable. I'm gonna make it unstoppable in the face of no
Glad y'all can tune in today. Y'all know what it is, and we have a special guest in the building. But first and foremost, we are the Unstoppable Stewarts. My name is Lavelle. I'm here with my beautiful wife, and we have our illustrious guest today. We want to bring the shout out to Miss Maisha Pooh, representing that Pretty Girl podcast. And
Pretty girl problem.
oh, excuse me,
See,
Pretty Girl problems.
Pretty girls is just not pretty girls. We got problems too.
Okay.
Come on now.
Well, today we're going to cast out on this hour and see what kind of problems that we could talk about between the two of you ladies right here today.
But first, I want to say that the lyrics to that song,
Oh, my
baby,
Yes.
baby, it's crazy because I think like when you're young,
Yeah.
Right.
you can't feel them lyrics. But
Right.
as I get older, every day I realize that it's up to me.
Yes.
It's really up to me.
Absolutely.
And I am unstoppable.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
In the
God,
face
yes.
of no agreement.
Yes.
In the face of no agreement.
agreement.
When
That's-
people say that you can't do it, we seeing that you can.
Yes.
We watching you out here shining, and we appreciate what you're doing
That's what
in the
motivates me.
community. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yeah,
But you know what?
Absolutely.
Those lyrics at the where it says, I'm fighting the enemy within me.
Yes.
People always think that everybody else outside of themselves is the enemy. And no, you have to fight the enemy within yourself.
True that.
Because that enemy within yourself is the one that's changing your perception about people and the whole nine. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And the
So-
crazy part is we quick to say we know ourselves,
Yeah.
but when
No,
those
you don't.
instincts come in your body that tell you that danger is awaiting around that corner, or is telling you you shouldn't do this, and you question yourself and still do it anyway, do you really know yourself?
Right. I think we we learning who we are every day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Yep.
Like I am not the same Maisha I was in my 20s.
Right,
Or
right.
my 30s.
Right.
And I'll be 50 in a few months.
God
You
bless
know, I'm already changing.
Yes.
You know,
That's
so
right.
I always say I only
Evolution.
compete with myself.
That's
Right,
right.
right.
That's
But
what that
maturity
verse
is
saying.
real.
That's what that verse is saying.
Maturity is real.
Exactly. Yes, it is.
and
Yes,
you
it is.
and you have to embrace the stages in your life as we create these chapters in our lives. You have to understand the level of maturity that you were at a 20 opposed to a 40 and now about to be 50. All these different levels that shift within you, you supposed to embrace them but understand them at the same time. It's not like a hell of a task to be this age. People say, you know, we used to look at people that were in their 50s and be like, damn, you old.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
We
what I
don't
mean?
look
But
like
now that
that.
we there,
Yeah, it's
now
like,
that we there, it's a whole different youth movement that's going on in our 50s that we ain't running around here slouched over and looking defeated.
Right.
You know what I mean? So shout out to those people who took care of themselves in their younger years to
Yes.
now look fly in their older ones.
Yes.
But I always say that, like, life is like the alphabet, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So at my age, 49,
Mhm.
I should not still be at A, B, and C.
No.
You understand?
Yeah,
Right.
you should be up
I
in the
should-
D area.
I should be
D,
somewhere
C,
with, yes.
D.
I shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing what I was doing
Mhm.
in that A, B, C, the beginning
Right.
of the
Yeah.
alphabet.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Elevation
It
is
should
real.
be
Yes.
Elevation and evolution. Like
Yeah.
you should evolve
Right.
into something totally different.
Exactly.
You know?
I mean,
Like-
because
Yes.
nobody looks like they looked at 20 or
No.
30
Right.
or 40.
I don't
And
even want to be 20 again.
No,
Right.
I don't either. I do not either.
Say B.
yeah, that was a lot going on.
That was the 20s was the age of figuring it out.
Yes.
Right.
Now, I wouldn't mind having my 20-year-old body.
Yeah.
I
That's
take
right.
that with my 49-year-old
Exactly.
brain.
Right,
Baby,
right, right.
I'm going to tell you. Let me tell you,
Right.
all that money I was coming across, I'd be
Okay.
balling right now.
Right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I was a
With
young
all this
tender.
knowledge, with all this
I
knowledge,
respect it. I respect it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is
I watched.
hilarious.
That's funny you say that because I watched somebody some years ago buy you a gold tooth.
Here we go.
Hey,
I thought
Throw-
it was the
Throwback
funniest
Monday.
Thing. I thought it was the
did.
funniest thing
I
ever.
had an open face
What?
go to
Yes.
and when he bought me the go to, right? It
Yeah.
was like, you my girlfriend,
Oh.
now, right? And I remember I went to school cheesing hella hard,
The
just talking and
funniest
cheesing for no
thing
reason.
ever.
Right? It was like back
Like-
then, you either wore the donkey rope,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Whatever they gave you,
Yeah.
That meant you was
That
that
was
girl.
that girl.
Right.
And let
yeah.
me tell you, I was talking like this. Hey, just hey.
You couldn't take that grin off your
Yeah.
face.
No,
I was
those,
just
those
happy to
are
show
the
that too.
experiences that we cherish as, you know, growing up now and seeing things of how it is today with all the just craziness that's going on with these youngsters.
Yes.
It's
So,
like, man, they ain't relaxing.
since we on that subject,
Yes.
what are you doing right now? Let's talk about what you're currently doing.
Right now, I am, well, everybody know, I am pretty much the makeup artist.
Yes.
Makeup is my therapy.
It is.
Right.
It's my peace. It's actually my income.
Okay.
Yes.
My primary income.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Makeup has taken me to so many places
Yes.
around the world, meeting great people.
Right.
All that. I love makeup. And my second, well, I want to say hobby, but I have
Love.
a podcast. Yes,
Right.
love.
Right.
I have a podcast called Pretty Girl Problems.
Right.
I'm on YouTube. You have to go to Maisha Pooh. And I got started with the podcast with Zoda Roaster.
Right.
Wow.
May he rest in paradise.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
You know?
Rest
And
in
my
peace.
God.
He called
That's
me
my
out
guy.
the blue and
Wow.
said, Maisha, you want to do a podcast? I said, okay. They had no clue, no nothing. I was just bored at home, and I needed
Right.
some company
Yeah.
because I don't go out,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So makeup is my social life.
Mhm.
The podcast is my social life.
Right.
So I got into it with Zoe, and if anybody ever seen the show, the first about 3 or 4 episodes, I sat there like this.
And didn't say nothing.
Say
was-
nothing.
was scared. I was nervous. And we had our first guest was Fab. Girl, I went and wrote a whole thing of questions.
and didn't get to none of them.
Didn't really get to ask. Like, I was nervous.
Yes.
But moving forward, I am more comfortable.
Right.
And I do it because I love to meet people and
Yes.
talk to people.
Yes.
And again, that's my social life.
Yeah.
But I think what attracted us to your podcast is it has some remnants of what we do here because we don't do no nonsense, no buffoonery.
Yes.
Like we try to stay away from all the ignorance that goes on within our community,
Yeah,
and we see that you talk to people who are actually trying to uplift and inspire people,
Leaders in the community.
So
Well, I
it's
just
kind
wanted
of the
to
same
add-
type of concept of what we do.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to her resume that she's done my makeup a couple of times.
That's right.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
She's worked with the Sharon Randolph Foundation.
Yes,
Actually, we
yes.
did the event.
Shout out to the
remember?
Sharon
Yeah,
Randolph
yes,
Foundation.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, we
yes.
have worked, and that was
That was
back
a
in
long time ago.
2009,
Wow.
2010
Wow.
when we did that.
Wow.
Yes,
Ooh, that made me
that's
feel
when
old.
I first came back from LA.
Wait, and speaking of old, yeah, I read that post
Wow.
that you put up today. Is it April Fool's or is it a baby?
Let's talk
up in
about
that
it. We're
stomach,
gonna
honey?
finally say, you know what? We on our podcast today. Hashtag fuck them kids.
Right.
That was an
Straight
April
up.
Fool's joke,
April
okay?
Fool's.
Hashtag we ain't got time for that. Hashtag been there, done that.
Right.
No, it's so funny, Maisha. So if you go back on if I don't know how long you've been connected to me on Facebook, but every single year my April Fools would be I got married.
Oh,
And
okay.
everybody would be congratulations,
Yeah.
and I would never post a ring, nothing. People just feed into it, right?
Right.
So this year I'm like, dang, I'm married. Okay,
What you
let's
gonna
just
say?
say I'm gonna have a baby. Like,
And
let's
see, it's
put it out there.
believable coming from you.
It
because
is.
we all know it's April 1st.
Right.
But in my head, I said, and I even put congratulations, right? And then I was thinking, I said, this is my first thought. I said, they ass is too damn old.
Oh,
to be having
did-
a kid.
Right.
What they about to do with a
Right.
little baby?
Exactly.
And then
Come on, please tell
wait,
it.
and then my second thought was, well, shit. Lavelle is fresh home. He over here busting them.
Oh
Maisha,
my
that's funny.
God.
So look, when I made the post this morning, we did a bet on who was gonna call first, his mother or his father.
Right.
And so his father called, and it was hecka funny. I'm gonna say hecka and hella funny.
Right.
Because he put him on speaker. He said, "Son," and he said, "Yeah, Dad." He said, "Did somebody hack Stacy's account?" Oh, we fell out.
That
It
was the funny part. The fact that he
hilarious.
thought that the account had been hacked.
Yes.
Because he like, he feeling the same way you feeling. Like, nah, they too old.
No,
for
let
this.
me finish telling the story because it gets funnier.
Right.
So I said, what would you have said if we was really serious though, if my account wasn't hacked? He was like, I would have said, wow, congratulations. Then he went on to say, but you know, you got a cousin down here that did that got kids younger than his grandkids.
Right.
You know, Lavelle got 6 grandkids.
Exactly.
So we would be bringing
Yeah.
in a child that would, I just feel like,
problems in y'all
I'm
household.
going to be honest with you guys.
Them little boy with the little baby, y'all baby would have been trying to say, I'm
Excuse
Or,
me.
you know, the grandkids, they
Excuse me.
would have been funking.
Let's talk about it and be
For
real about
real.
it. I feel like childbearing is for a young woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Childbearing is for a young
Yeah.
woman,
That's,
and
that's fact.
the quality of life, as we said. Like if we were 51 and
That's
53.
hella disrespectful.
That's-
To like have a baby.
You
I'll be
can't even spend
53.
no time with
I'll
the
be
baby.
53 in 22
Hey,
days.
your baby gonna come out looking hella old.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Them old ass
Olivia.
dick, right.
Are you know what I'm saying? It just don't make no
Right.
sense. Like,
Maisha, I said, ain't no way it can happen because my eggs is sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the sperm go away.
You is not right.
Them eggs is sitting on the dock of the bay.
You is not right for that. I ain't mad at you though. I mean, it is what it is. You have to respect it. I mean, it just we had just a time and a place in your life and your body changed,
Yeah.
which I ain't mad at it. I embrace it.
Yeah, well, I mean, if this was 10 or 15 years ago, maybe we
Possibly,
could consider.
maybe.
Shit, even
Even
yeah,
then,
you don't
yeah.
want no
That's
kids.
40
My
something
cousin
doing
Kiki,
it?
you know my cousin Kiki,
Uh-huh.
she had her baby at 42.
Right.
And so people didn't really believe that she was pregnant until they saw the bump. We actually
Right.
talked about that this morning. But
Right.
She called me. She's like, oh, would you stop it?
Right.
And she had a baby old. And I was like, are you sure? She was like, yeah, I'm going to give my husband a baby. And so, it's a change.
Now you see why I kind of believed it because they situation similar.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, I said
Right.
Thomas
Nah,
wasn't playing.
he's
Thomas
like-
wasn't. He was like,
I left the streets with 2 and 1 coming. So between the 3 of them, I got 6 grandkids. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have
I'm
the
good.
grandkids over, have fun.
Send them back.
And
And
then
send
I,
them
I
back.
speak on that because like the importance now of what we do as a collective in terms within the community about giving back. Now it's like my grandkids is what I want to pour into because I couldn't because of my sons. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I be trying to let these youngsters know y'all out here playing this dangerous game and don't realize that once they get you in them clutches. It's gonna be somewhere that your mama can't get you back from, and you gonna be like, damn, I'm stuck now. You really gonna be stuck though, like, and it ain't no wiggle room. It ain't no get back.
You know,
I remember being in them situations where it was bleak, and the person just really didn't think it was ever gonna change, and then for it to now have changed to where it is, it's a lot.
You know the beautiful thing about you having grandkids, Lavelle, is that you have the opportunity to be and represent like the old school grandfather.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
You know, just to have a grandmother and a grandfather today in 2024 is so rare.
Right.
It sure is.
And to just hear you talk about that, I feel you gonna be that old school grandfather.
Absolutely.
Man,
Speak it
on.
into existence.
Absolutely.
Okay? Speak it into
That's
existence.
what it is. I mean, because just having a different appreciation for the kids, but it went back to what you guys were talking about the level of maturity. Us as men, we had to go through that same cycle where you out here trying to be whoever you thought you could be under this false belief system.
Right.
But then as time went on and you realized that that wasn't what it was about, and then you then realize that your family is what is the catalyst to who you are as a man, and you start acting accordingly and being that provider, then you start to really truly understand what's going on out here with these kids. If you really been entrenched into that lifestyle and you know what it is, where we come from, what we know about that, that's why we out here advocating to let these youngsters know, like, this is not what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
At
not
all.
what it is because it's the whole thing is that we've been there and done that. For me, I didn't have to go to prison, but I was in and out of Santa Rita a lot.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about on your podcast, when I wasn't always the good girl, even though that's who I morphed and evolved to be. But I was hard headed, and I didn't understand my way. Even though everything was set up for me, I had my own business at 21. I had my storefront, everything. It was no reason for me to do the extra stuff that I was doing.
Right.
I didn't see a way, and so I feel like we are people who can be there and show these kids, look, we've been there, done that.
Yeah.
We've been there, done that in our lives, and that's not gonna work for you. Let me show you how to do something different.
Yeah. You know, I find that, like, and I'm going to keep it all the way 100. I have low tolerance for young people in light of not listening.
Right.
Right? So, for me, I like to just hook something up, right?
Right.
Like, say, a job lined up. And then, come on, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Let me just action. Because talking, like, I'm my 18-year-old. I'm talking. She don't listen.
Right.
You know, and then that frustrates me. And then it makes me understand why you got the older folks who just don't talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I
So
get it.
let
I don't
me
want
ask
to
you
talk.
this. In your upbringing and your lifestyle and where you come from and the things you went through, have you exposed that to your young daughter to let her know that, listen, I made these sacrifices so you don't have to now?
I'm so transparent with
Good.
all three of mine because so let me tell you what I used to do. They're a little older now,
Right.
but every Sunday we sat and had dinner and
Right.
we talked. I said, "This is y'all one day to tell me how you feel,
Yes.
raw and uncut.
Right.
If you want to curse, if you want to whatever,
Right.
how you feel about me, how you feel about each other, how everything. Because what I never want anybody to do is come and tell me about my kids that I
Right.
don't know.
Yes.
Right.
Because these not just my kids, they're people.
Yes.
Right.
So I need to know if my kids curse.
Right.
Because here you go, you can curse today.
Yep.
Right.
And guess what? They didn't curse.
Right.
So if you come tell me my kids curse, I ain't gonna believe you.
Right.
But I'm not that parent either to just
Uphold.
be like, say, oh, you lying about my kid. No,
Right.
'cause you don't know what kids do when they're not with you.
Right.
Right? So I'm very transparent because I'd rather teach my kids than the streets teach them.
Right.
That's right.
So, like, I talk to all my kids at 6, 7 years old about sex.
Yeah.
Right.
I told them
that's the
it
age.
feels good, oral sex feels good, all that. But here's
Right.
the consequences: you can get herpes,
Right.
you can get AIDS, you can
Right.
get pregnant.
Right.
You know, I tell them the consequences. all 3 of my kids said they don't want no kids.
Right.
Yeah, my
You know?
daughters.
Right.
Because I broke it down to them.
Yep.
Exactly.
So, but what I have learned though is that no matter how you raise your kids, they grow up and do what they want to do.
They do.
That's true.
Now that part is true because
That's
I
true.
have a Lord Jesus. I ain't trying to
it
bust
can-
my daughter out, but she did not listen. I'm trying to really sum this up. She didn't listen to me. I was
Right.
very transparent with her. She didn't listen. She went ahead and did what she thought she could do.
Right.
And bumped her head, and it was like a train wreck, like watching a train get ready to hit your child, and you like, no,
Right.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
stop. And it was hurt. I won't say I was hurting, but I felt like I gamed her up way too tight for what she did.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and it's just like, come on, you guys, just listen. That we've been there, so
They're not
that you
gonna
don't
listen
have
to
to.
us. They're gonna
I
listen
mean,
to
but-
somebody else that tells them the same thing we just told them.
That's
Yeah.
true. But recently, you went to a prison and you talked, and
I went to CIW in
Okay.
Chino, California, and I went with Dr. Tanisha Cannon.
Yes, we know her.
And,
She facilitates the.
Yes, and we went with an attorney,
right,
and they talked about they taught the ladies the different court system to get their kids back.
right,
So there's like probate court, family law,
right,
and there's one other one. I can't think of the name, but
Okay.
I went in to share my experience from having a kid.
Okay.
You know, that was outside while I was incarcerated.
Right.
So and it's so crazy because I was sitting there listening to them, to the ladies, right?
Mhm.
And it was like everybody that they got somebody taking care of their kids, right?
Yeah.
right,
And they was tripping on the people that's taking care of their kids, right? They had their complaints.
Right.
Right.
So I said, all these women have been in jail for some time.
Mhm.
I said, you know, I got $6,000 a month in bills by myself,
right,
right? And I said, that's not including taking care of my kids, okay? I said, that's a lot. I work 7 days a week. I said, I said, you need to give them grace. I said, they have your kid,
Yeah.
right,
and it costs
right,
them
To
kids
be
eat.
outside. Yep.
absolutely.
You got the PG&E,
Yes.
all that.
Right.
I said, so you have to have grace to somebody that's helping you
Yes.
take care of your child.
That's
Right.
right.
So the complaints you guys have, and I feel like it's a little selfish, and it's so funny because one of this lady said, I didn't look at it like that.
Right.
See, perception
Yeah.
is everything.
I said, we all got issues.
But
we all got issues,
that's
and I
where
said
it comes
it's
in
about
at
the
being
kid.
able to tell somebody that, and then they be receptive, because real life lived experience is far outweighing somebody going to school and reading something and trying
Yeah,
to tell people. So the
absolutely.
fact that
Yeah.
you can go in there and tell those women that and get them to understand where you coming from,
Awareness
from a
is
woman
everything.
who was going through exactly what they would be going through if they
Yeah.
was out here, they gotta respect that.
But you know, it's so funny when they first saw me, they thought I was younger than what I was. And so they was looking at me like,
Okay, I
you
see.
know.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. We went 2 days, right? The first day, I told them I was a makeup artist,
Right.
and all that. You know, the second day, 3 of the ladies came in there with their face made
Oh.
up.
Don't you be reading that kind of stuff?
I
Like,
said, y'all so
no,
cute. I was like, I love y'all makeup.
Right.
And I had to, it's so funny because I had to share some stories
Yes.
Right.
of me being in prison, and that really gained their respect.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
You see?
Mhm.
Because they
Absolutely.
respect you because
Yeah.
you've been there. You can
Lived
relate.
experience.
Yeah.
Lived experience.
That's what makes like this setting, what we do and what you do, so authentic, because a person sees it and then they feel what they see.
Yeah.
Yes.
It ain't something, they up there faking. They ain't really
No.
been there and did all of that. No, folks have actually lived through these experiences that we talk about.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
And I told her, I was like, people always ask me, ooh, how was it? Was you getting raped and all that?
Yeah,
I
by
was
the
like,
men, by the men guards.
No, by the women.
Oh, by the women.
because
Wow.
shit, them women ain't no rape.
Yeah.
Because it's like this. When you go inside, you just be yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you go in scared, you're going to get tested.
Yeah.
Right.
If you go in acting tough, you're going to get tested.
Yes.
So I went in just being myself,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And so because the first time I went, I was 18, people wanted to treat me like a baby. So I
Right.
got the love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? From
Yes.
that. But let me tell y'all this funny story. So it was this stud chick, right? She had
Yeah.
a big ass booty. I didn't understand it at the
Yeah.
time. Like, how you got a big ass butt and you a dude, right?
Right.
So you know when you're in the county jail, you looking toe up, right?
Right.
So when I got over the yard, I was whooped. And so
Right.
the girl say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I got a relaxer for you. I got a little care package for you. You know, she was hella nice, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, you know. And so she was like, you get down? I was like, nah, I don't mess around, right?
Yeah.
So okay, that's fast forward. My partner Boogie,
Right.
from, you might know Boogie.
From the city.
Yeah, she, I don't think she's from the city. Maybe she is. I don't know. But Boogie, she was in there. She a stud. Now that's my partner from the streets.
Right.
We walk in the yard, and so the girls see me. She's like, they call me Sunshine.
yeah,
Right? They say I look like Sunshine from Harlem Nights.
Oh,
So
yeah,
They was
yeah.
calling me Sunshine, right? So
I
she's
can
like,
see that.
Sunshine, come here. So I said, what's up? She said, I thought you wasn't gay. I said, I'm not. She said, if I find out you, it was doing my hair like
Are
this,
you
right?
serious?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I was scared of the motherfucker, right? My heart was like, do, because she had been locked down like 10 years.
Yeah.
I was
She was a
like
big bully, a big
right?
dude
And
bully.
but see, here's the thing. If I'm embarrassed, I was scared, but I will fight.
Yes.
I'm not scary like
Yes.
that. So she was doing my hair like this, and I was slapping her head, right?
Yeah.
And she said, slap my head one more motherfucking time, I'm gonna knock you out. I went, and she was like, it's cool. You know? And I was like, yeah, bitch, but I got all tough and shit.
Oh, some stir crazy shit. Yeah, that's right. I'm bad. I'm bad. Oh my
All I
God.
seen was her walking, booty just switching.
That is heck
That's
funny.
crazy.
That's heck funny.
That's
So,
crazy.
I got a Santa Rita story. Y'all want to hear it?
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
So I go to Santa Rita, right? And they was trying to see if I was with it, right? And I was like, no. So I got real smart, and I told the sheriff, I told her, I said, I'm a hairstylist. They let me go to the hair room and bring the clippers up. I had all the dykes sitting in my chair. Everybody who wanted to look like a dude, they was in my chair. They was giving me noodles. They was giving me deodorant. I was getting everything. My sister called me and was like, you need anything? I was like, I'm cool.
Business mind. You was in
But
there
I was
getting
in
it.
there with my business mind because I was like, I don't like girls. Okay? Y'all ain't about to try to force me to like girls in here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's hella funny.
That's crazy though. That y'all be, going through all that.
Yeah.
They not just raping you
Nah,
like that.
nah,
But they
nah.
will. Don't listen.
They will try to
But
test you.
anybody that's going to prison, if you're watching this shit, don't accept no package.
Don't
accept no
accept
That's the
no
thing
noodles.
they was trying to
no
give me.
relaxer.
That's
yeah, that's
the thing.
the
They was
setup.
trying to give it to me, and I knew it was a setup. I was like,
Wow.
you can, okay.
Yeah, and see,
this-
in my crazy ass, I knew, I knew, but I still wanted the
I was like,
noodles.
I can work for it. You need your
Oh,
haircut?
wow.
You need your haircut? You want to be a boy? You want to be a boy?
Right.
I can cut your hair, and then you can pay me that
Y'all
way.
ain't right.
No.
Y'all ain't right.
Y'all ain't about to just sex
We are
me.
thanking y'all for tuning in today
Yes,
at the
yes,
Unstoppable Stewarts Network. My name is Lavelle Stewart again, and that was my beautiful wife over there,
Miss
Stacey
Stacey
Stewart.
Stewart.
And if y'all just tuning in, our special guest, Maisha Pooh, is in the building.
Yes, man.
So we just want to, let it be known. And if
We
we
gonna
got
pay
any
some bills.
Yeah, we definitely about to do that, and we'll be back in a hot second. So stay right there. We'll be right back, y'all.
All right, y'all.
What's going on, y'all? It's Chewy Gomez out here with the Lava May folks. These folks are doing a great job and a great service to the community for those folks out there that are homeless, and not even the homeless. I mean, there's a lot of folks that are using this that aren't homeless, right?
It's true, yeah. There's a lot of low-income folks or folks that are housed in places where maybe the showers don't work, or they're unsavory, or maybe they're not private or not always hot. So we do serve primarily houseless folks on the street.
Now, folks taking a shower, they don't want to get back in their dirty clothes. Is there an option for them to get some clothes at all here? I don't know.
We do have clothing donations. It's all donation based, so the stock fluctuates. But we do have a lot of volunteers or even community members that bring clothes out. So we typically do stock underwear and socks always. If you got goods.
Oh, nice. So if you guys got some socks, you guys care to donate, you got some extra shirts. We all outgrow our shirts. I'm into a 3X now, so I got to donate my 2Xs. But yo, get down there and connect with lavamay.org and make your donations.
Welcome to Sweet Fingers, where the flavors of Jamaica come alive. Our talented chefs blend authentic Jamaican ingredients with a touch of love and passion. From tender oxtail stew to flavorful coconut shrimp to our snapper fish, we serve up the best of Jamaican cuisine. Whether you're looking for a taste of Jamaica or an unforgettable dining experience, Sweet Fingers is the place to be. Feel the rhythm, taste the spice, and immerse yourself in the vibrant Jamaican nightlife at our restaurant, where every night becomes a celebration of island flavors and unforgettable experiences. Come and experience the soulful flavors of Jamaica today. Nobody does it like Sweet Fingers, baby.
Director. I am Daryl Allums. I'm Executive Director of Animated Village Stopping Our Kids Movement. I'm also the founder of the Oakland Frontline Healers. Oakland Frontline Healers are an Oakland, California service in the African American community that's impacted by the COVID-19 crisis right now. We are on the front line every day, passing out masks, hand sanitizer, giving them groceries, taking our loved ones, getting tested, out here serving our community while the pandemic is going on. Oakland Frontline Healers is also supporting our loved ones have dealt with community gun violence, police violence, domestic violence, and any violence that's tapped onto that. We're here to support our community how we possibly can.
I visit your city if it's just like
I fucked up. I let you bleeding. I'm waking up in the hospital now, and you know, I can make a whole lot of shit crumble, bruh.
Skip that nigga over the bitch.
Word on the street is this nigga PJ riding around telling motherfuckers I done killed Courtney. My nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
I need you to take care of PJ.
I don't know, be playing, man. Tell him, you know, we trying to make something happen, though, so nigga ain't got too much time to be waiting on it.
I'm gonna get the white bitch on it.
What like this?
White bitch I took from Joe.
See, that's the shit I be talking about, man. It's
What?
always setting bigger with your plans.
But the bitch don't know me. Really have to tell you though, right? That nigga PJ ain't cool, bro.
Why, what he done?
That nigga out here selling that fake shit, that stepped on shit, and he saying he getting it from us. Lights out. Paying the fucking price.
Hey, it's movie on too. Yeah, it's on too. Yeah. yes. We back, y'all. We back. Happy Monday to y'all. Those of y'all tuning in the Midwest, South Bend, shout out to the family out there. We love y'all tuning in. So everybody in South Bend, you know, what's up? And again, you know, we back. We got the special guest in the building, Miss Maisha Pooh, representing, and y'all know what it is. Loving this Monday and enjoying it, and hoping y'all loving the next half hour of what we do up in the building.
Of course.
Yes.
Great conversation.
Yes.
Great conversation.
Having a
Real
good time.
conversation.
Yes.
Not nothing, you know, too structured or whatever.
It's
but
nothing like a real conversation.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Real quick, we're going to just make some announcements because we have some things coming up. First, while we're getting that flyer up, tomorrow is Tuesday.
Yes.
We hold the Fly Girl Healing Circle. Maisha, I know you are busy, but if you can ever stop in.
I was supposed to come last Tuesday,
You
and
was?
honestly, I forgot, fell asleep.
Okay.
So, you know, I just look like a young tender,
You are.
but I'm really old. I need a reminder.
Okay, we have to give you a reminder. Well, here is your reminder. We also have the Total You Women's Health Forum. This is coming up April 27th. This is a Saturday. It's going to be held at Acts Full Gospel. This is being put on by the NAACP Women Who Win. I'm actually on the committee with Miss Dr. Dolores Thompson from KBLX. We will have breakout rooms. I actually will be there with a booth for the Sharon Randolph Foundation, and I'll be speaking in a breakout room, actually, about health and wellness. So this is going to be a great event. It's called Mind, Body, and Spirit, the Total You Women's Health Forum. It's going to be a lot of good information, a lot of good resources there for you. So heads up. That is on the 27th, and then tomorrow is Fly Girl Healing Circle at Our Joy. That is held at 1733 Broadway.
Yes.
Our Joy.
Every Tuesday from 6 to 8.
Oh, good. So the Fly Girl Therapy
Yes.
is a safe place where we can just share our feelings.
Yes, it is a safe place. We create community agreements. We agree to have it be a safe space. We don't record. We don't tape your, the conversation, and it's really good. We have a lot of people who have been coming because we used to just do it once a month, and I actually did it with Chantel, the founder, the last month before her suicide attempt. So basically, we do it weekly now. So it's every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
I think that's beautiful because I was, about a week ago or 2 weeks, I put a post up about why do black women walk by another black woman and don't speak.
Yes, man. Let's talk about that. Let's really talk about that.
And with respect to that comment, I actually commented on there. And I let it be known that it was a man, speaking, because I understood that your post was geared directly towards women, but just from a male standpoint and seeing what you guys go through and the identity crisis and the inferiority between light skin, dark skin, green eyes, hazel eyes, big hips, big asses. All of these things that you guys deal with on a consistent basis, every day, all day, I felt like the people, the powers that be, put all of these obstacles in front of y'all to then combat within yourselves, and then unfortunately look in the mirror and still see yourself as a disappointment and want to change a titty or an ass or a hip when us men ain't tripping on none of that.
No. You men is the reason
that they doing it.
Really?
Yeah, they think that's why I told Lavelle. I said men have got to tell the women that.
Really?
I told you that.
Y'all really
wait,
think that?
Don't be back there shaking your head.
Yeah, okay.
Y'all really
let me
think
tell you
that?
something.
They don't really like it.
Let me tell you something.
Real men don't like it.
Let me share this with you. So, have you back in the day had more than one woman at the same time?
Yes.
That's a problem right there. Because if I'm your woman, right, and you cheating on me with her, guess what? Now I got an insecurity. I'm looking at her.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's
What
where
she
you
got
talk
that
about
I don't
the
have.
physicality comes in.
Yes.
Because what is it about her that he's spending his time with and not with me?
So now y'all feel like because another woman was chose over you, it's a identity situation within yourself.
That plays a part.
But-
because listen, as a man.
We got a call.
Oh yes, I'm for it.
Yes, who we got up in the building today? Who we speaking to? Hello? You on live. All you got to do
Hello?
Yeah, who is this? Hello? Oh,
Okay.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, a man may, okay, they calling back, but a man may be attracted to one thing that you may present opposed to another thing that another woman may present.
Well, yeah, because men will go get a hot dog and they really want the filet mignon at home. We get that. We get that.
Hello?
So that's
Yes, yes.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, man? How you doing?
Who's calling? State your name,
Okay,
please.
I can't hear y'all. What's going on?
Nothing. State your name, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear y'all. So I just I'm just white out. But first of all,
Whiteout.
Stewarts.
What's going
Okay,
on?
what's up, Whiteout? How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I just tuned in, and I mean, I'm trying to get a better confirmation on exactly what it was being said right now, because I heard you say, I heard Stacy and the young lady, and I heard what you said, Bill, and I'm just trying to get a better understanding on that, because me personally, I'm a real man, and I don't like all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Right.
I love you for who you are, and I respect that, and that's what it is. So I'm trying to find out for the real guys who do.
That's what I thought I was, but I mean, for whatever reason.
So that's the breakdown. That is the breakdown.
I'm
that
hang
these
up so I can
women.
listen, because I can't hear y'all. I love y'all. See y'all in a
Okay,
minute.
love you, Dwight. Listen,
Okay.
Dwight. That's the breakdown that these women think that's what men want. That's why I was
But
saying
who
to
was
you,
telling
Lavelle,
y'all this?
listen, you guys have to be the one to be like, no, we don't like that, because they think that you guys like that. The lashes,
Who is telling y'all this?
everything,
Well, it's the attention that we get. Okay, if like not now.
So you saying if you came out the house with absolutely no makeup
That's
on
when I
and
come
a
out toe
jogging
up,
suit,
I get the most
you would
action.
not get no
Yes, me too.
attention.
No, I get the most action when I look toe up.
Yep.
Right? Listen, hear
Yep.
me out. Hear me out.
It's facts.
I'm saying that's today. Okay? Now, when I was younger, And I was now you see girls with the body, because I used to wear bodysuits a lot, showing my skin. I got about 100 dudes a day.
Right.
Right. So if you guys are getting at that,
right?
Okay, just say if I'm a homie chick.
Okay,
Right, I'm
okay.
really the one you want to marry.
Yeah.
Right, but I see that you out here cheating on me with all the bad bodies.
Right. Then I'm gonna feel insecure.
Because guess what? Is it really worth being married to you?
Right.
Okay, but
You
then
understand what I'm saying? So let me, because I'm not even getting that much attention by or
doing all of that.
Or I'm not getting the attention from the men that I want. You see what I'm saying?
that's the problem.
So
So what are you doing to attract the men that you want?
Well, for me, I'm straight. No matter how I come out, I'm good. But what I'm saying is, most women, they do that, and let's Stacey, you could agree. Most women dress for other women.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
men don't care, right?
Yeah.
Men don't care about the clothes and all that. They don't care about that. We get that.
Right.
However, what I'm saying is, men, they plant that root of insecurity in the woman. Because if you was to tell your wife, right? See, say if I was younger, if you like Stacey, you the baddest. Can't nobody fuck with you.
Right.
Can't nobody. You everything. And she is 1,000% confident that I know my man ain't gonna look. I can leave him over there. He ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
Guess what? She ain't gonna feel the need to wear nothing that's revealing or go do anything to her body. Because you're gonna love the stretch marks. You're gonna love the cellulite, and you're gonna make her let it be known.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
The same thing now.
But
He
if
doesn't-
you're cheating, you what I'm saying is when you cheat on your woman, and men that cheat on their women, they create that insecurity in the woman.
In the woman.
You don't have to physically see your actions.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all ain't gotta listen.
Listen, no.
Hold on.
We trying to tell y'all.
Here's the validity. Look, I'm gonna tell you. Here's the validity. You know when you be like, just throw on some tennis shoes, and this happened just to us recently. He was like, just throw on some tennis shoes, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to, dress like I put on some heels and some jeans and da. He like, no, don't do that. And so I was feeling like, okay. He was like, you right on time. You look good. But then I'm there with you looking like this, right? But you looking at something else.
Do you get it before you respond? Did you get what she said?
No, what I wanted to say is our producer had a question.
Yeah,
Come on.
First, I want to say one thing. Number one, women, real men, we hardwired men.
Right.
No matter how beautiful you are, we're gonna look at other women.
Right.
Yes.
That's just to look.
Yeah.
That should not sow a seed of insecurity.
I didn't say look. I said cheat.
Okay, now that's what I want to get to. The next
said
part.
look.
In my experience, I can't talk for all y'all men, but in my experience, it wasn't looks why I cheated. It was how I was treated. It's why I cheated.
Okay.
Right.
She looked about the same, but she treated me a whole lot better than what I had at home. So that's why I cheated. And then when she found out I cheated, instead of being accountable to, okay, I do treat you wrong, okay, I do treat you less than, she wanted to make it about, oh, she must look better or she must spend more money. She wouldn't look at the fact that you are disrespectful when your mouth is out of line and I feel more secure with another. So it wasn't about looks, you know what I'm saying, when the insecurity came in. It was about being the way you was treated.
Right.
No, that's real talk.
That
What
is.
you're saying is real and it's valid, and that is for some. And that's probably a small percentile.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when you go to a wider range of the cheating, it's because you got some men who just selfish.
Yeah.
They just want to hit whatever that looks good to them.
Right.
Right? So if you got a lot of women that's at home doing what they supposed to do,
Right.
and the man still cheat, that's going to create insecure.
Yeah.
It's going to drop her self-esteem.
Right.
It's
Okay.
going to, you know what I'm saying? And you
Okay.
got to realize that the older women get, the harder it is for us.
Yeah.
Real talk. Y'all might not think it, but it's harder for us. That's why the older men get.
You mean harder in what respect?
In a lot of we got to work out real.
We gotta
really
look
keep this
good.
body together.
Yeah, we gotta keep
stay on
our
point
body
because
together.
It goes back to like the older women get, we lose our eggs.
Right.
The older men get, the higher their sperm count.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he can get old and get a young girl.
That's right.
It's hard for us
Right.
To really get the man that we really want in our older age.
That's right.
We can get it's nothing to get a man.
No.
But the one we want in our older age is a challenge.
Interesting.
You remind me of something the
That's why
OG
I
told
snagged
me.
this one like this.
He said the OG said to me, he said, to get the person you want in your life, first of all, make a list of all the things you want from that person, and then become that list.
Can you provide that
Absolutely.
as well? Yes.
So I can see where you saying it would be harder for a woman to keep her man, except for the fact that if she treating him right,
I
he's
didn't
not
say keep.
going nowhere.
I said get.
Get.
It's a difference. Because once you get him, at my age, when I get married again, I've been married twice.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm gonna take responsibility for my part.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not understand and respect my vows.
Got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
But today I understand and I know them vows.
Yeah.
But guess what? I ain't ready to abide by them.
Okay.
So I'm not even trying to get married right now.
Right.
But
You
when
see what
you
I'm saying?
do,
But when I do,
you know what
I'm gonna
to
be
do.
the best wife
Yeah.
ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's no more divorce.
But let me ask you this. Sitting here, because I got a lot of real gorgeous aunties that look the part, that's just made up and shit, but they be fucked up mentally, right? And so I hear a lot of what you talking about, and it be like self-resentment within yourself. That have you done the work on yourself to really get past the shit that's fucking with you within, that got you in this place to where you feel like you got to compete, you feel like you got to be the better woman, you feel like you got to do all X, Y, and Z in order to appease. Whereas I think if you do what you need to do within, everything else will eventually come right to your lap. But you got to do the work on yourself.
Well, you know, I don't want to sound like arrogant or conceited and all that, but I am.
Right.
Being
Nothing's
real.
wrong with it.
Because I love me. I love me.
There you
and
go.
the thing is, one thing about Maisha is Maisha gonna check Maisha.
As you should.
Because I'm so self-aware of.
Yes.
I know everything I've ever done wrong in my marriage.
Right. There you go.
I know. And
There
I
you
went
go.
to counseling. I went to therapy rather for a year and a half behind this. And what I learned to do was to just check myself first.
Right.
Okay, Maisha, you did this. Right? And my thing was I'm a reactor. Right?
Yes.
I react from an action. But then I learned that reacting is not always good.
No, it's not at all.
So I get that's why I said I know my part,
Yeah.
my shortcomings and all that. And guess what? That's why I'm not ready right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even going to play with nobody.
And that's a blessing that you even know yourself to know that you ain't ready
Yeah.
right now, because a lot of people will dive into something knowing full well what you know, but say, fuck it, I'm going to do it anyway. Knowing you ain't supposed to be doing that. And then the next thing you know, everything that went all bad.
The
and you
feeling
knew
ain't right.
you wasn't supposed to be in that situation. So I commend you for that.
So to our original question, and this was, why do women go back and not speak to each other? It's for what you just said right there. You are like me. I'm very confident. I love me. I love every part of me.
Right.
And I think that when women see women like you and I go in, like alpha females, like they like tense up. And to me, we're approachable. Right?
Yep. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To me, you're approachable, but to somebody else, you might not be approachable. And the same thing with me.
Yeah.
So how do we
Bridge that gap.
bridge that gap? How do we bridge that gap? Because I'm not gonna.
But don't dummy yourself down for somebody to.
But you just said it the other day. No, I'm just gonna bring this up because it's podcast worthy. After our after our training that we went to, you was like, Stacey, you be intimidating other women because, so-and-so didn't speak afterwards. And I said to you, that's on them if they feel intimidated.
Oh, yeah, that was a trip.
Remember? He noticed that the women didn't say anything to him after, and I promise you I don't give that.
Right.
Like, at break time, he be talking to who he talked to, and I go over here and do that. I do that simply because we be in the same room.
Right.
And we be working the room, really.
Well, you know what? I think that's their own inner guilt.
That's what I said.
But that goes back to what I just said to you, Maisha.
Because they probably jealous
Yes.
that, how she get a man in 24.
Right.
And I've been out here, all this, and I can't get one. Right? And then on top of that, and he ain't even looking at me.
Right.
Right.
He committed to her.
Right.
Women be tripping.
Yes.
And then it could be she trying to flirt with you and you ain't giving her no attention.
Yes.
So now I'm looking at
That's
Stacey
not on
like,
me.
what
Hey,
the fuck
we
she
ran
got?
into
What-
that.
That's
We
not
ran
for
into
me.
that the other day.
Yeah.
That was so crazy.
Oh, at the
Literally,
brick
we
fight?
had yeah.
Oh my God, Maisha. No, this goes into what we talking about though. E, you got to get in on this. So we went after church. We went to play pool, and we was like, okay, let's hang out. My cousin bartends there, so we went, and the bar is like this. They like say this is the bar.
Right.
Lavelle was straight ahead, like outside, right? And so I had a view on him, and he's outside talking to one of his friends. And so I'm sitting there with my legs crossed, and I'm just looking at, you know, you people watching.
Yeah,
right?
yes.
So I'm people watching. So I noticed this lady, she looking at Lavelle. She's sopping him up like a biscuit. If he was gravy,
Right.
she would have did all this like this. And just,
Right.
so I'm sitting there like this the whole time, and I'm laughing. I'm like smiling at her, and so she finally looked at him, and then she looked at me and saw I was in red and he was in red, and she just busted out laughing, and I busted out laughing. I did this to her,
Right.
But it's that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's that. And if
Well,
I
at least
was
she was able to
insecure-
laugh.
Oh, girl, I was cracking up.
No, I'm saying at
Listen.
least she was able to
Oh
laugh.
yeah, at least she
Right.
was.
You know?
Yeah, because it was like busted.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
She was galling over him that much. They was like, damn, I'm busted. And I'm like, yeah, girl, he mine.
It's just crazy how all that shit be working though.
Yeah.
Like, it be working.
Yeah.
itself
Yeah,
out.
but as I said, it's not that. I'm a confident woman. Those
Yes.
women were intimidated
Yeah.
for
Right.
whatever. That was on
Yeah.
them, not
Right.
me.
Yeah.
Right.
I had nothing to do with that because I don't exude that. I don't
Yeah.
give
No, that ain't what this is about, and you know we ain't out here trying to be on that hype
No.
for real. Cause I mean I tell people all the time. I had partners ask me, man, you got married and everything. I said, man, I've been around dudes for 28 years.
Right,
Shit.
yeah,
I
like-
love kicking it with my wife. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real, like, you
Instead
gonna
of
get out here
I
like-
love seeing y'all, but shit, I gotta go. you know what I'm
You
talking
gonna
about?
be around the dudes disguised
That's
as
the
the dudes.
Yeah, that's what we not
But
doing.
listen, if any ladies out there want to chime in, y'all call in.
Yes.
510-563-7819.
Please call in.
Listen, Stacey and I need some help.
Yes.
Okay,
We need
yes.
some help.
We need some help here.
Don't say it ain't so, y'all. It ain't that type of party today. We ain't trying to bum rush the show. We just talking. That's it. I mean, but I respect where y'all coming from, but it's like now that we are older and you just see all the categories that you ladies put yourselves in and just the smorgasbord literally of what a man can choose from is so much. And it don't be no
18 to
knock on
1.
y'all.
Oh, it's 18. I said 15, Mike.
Yeah,
it's 18 to 1.
Is it 18 for real?
And
wow.
This was like 5 years ago. Oprah Winfrey had a special, right? And it was,
Right.
and this was 18 to business, successful black women.
Wow.
That was that poll.
Wow.
So just imagine all the hoodies.
All
Wow.
yeah, the right.
And all the just regular folks.
Exactly. But what I want young women to know is it's not about, because a lot of people be like, oh yeah, I got that good. Everybody got that good. And
Hey,
niggas, if you
the
don't
first
have that
time,
good, then he'll make it
It's
good.
always good the first time.
Exactly.
New coochie is always good coochie.
Okay. Hello.
Say what you say, huh?
But at
Simple
the end
as
of the
that.
day, it's what's upstairs.
Yes.
It's what you have upstairs. It's like Ig said earlier in the conversation. It's how they're treated. It's
Yeah.
how you treat them. It's how you nurture them.
But I'm
It's
gonna be
how
straight up with you. I had to learn that process because coming up in that era, that crack era, I was exposed to a lot of disrespect that went on towards women. And in my community, that's what I saw, that's what I adapted to, that's what I knew.
Yeah.
So as I went to prison and had to go through my transformation, I had to really invest in that whole aspect of understanding what a woman wants, what she needs, and what she likes. And then once I did that, I was able to then be around y'all without y'all looking at me like, this motherfucker crazy. Because I'll never forget when I first came home and I was talking to you on the phone, and I said something slick to you, and you razor sharp checked me. And I respected it so much to where, okay, I'm talking to a grown woman now, like, this my homegirl. I've been knowing her since we was kids, but she ain't no kid no more. And she letting it be known, don't get at me like that. So I had to like, okay, let me straighten up.
Yeah.
So
I think you said something to me about that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a level of respect that women Once they understand who they are and walk in their space, the man. Yeah. And just ain't no any and every gonna approach you because they see it.
But I'm gonna tell you this, and for me, I've been like this always, and that you know where that came from, really checking you,
right?
Because a lot of times when guys say slick stuff to me, I ignore them, right? Because in my head I'm like, I know I ain't never, I just ignore it, whatever. But really, it came from the respect that I have for Stacy.
Wow, right.
That's
there
really
you
where
go.
it came from.
There you go.
Real talk.
That's one
there you go.
Because I don't play that shit.
Right.
No, we ain't gonna play them games. I don't want her having no kind of thoughts running in her head about my issues.
It was total respectful to the point to where I told her.
Yeah.
Because I let her know, because I was like.
You said I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell my wife. And I said, yeah, I know you is.
Yeah.
Okay, in my head, I said, yeah, I know you is because it's in black and white.
Right. Absolutely.
At Zoe's repass and memorial, when I seen you, you was like, I'm just letting you know I inboxed him. You was like, because I don't want no smoke. We ain't doing that. I was in his inbox. And I respected you for that. I really did. Because leading up to us getting married, after we got married, there was total disrespectful things being done. And I had to really just take myself out of it. Like you said, I used to be a reactor, and I'm still learning how to not be a reactor. But I just figured inside they don't know. Because some women don't know.
Right.
That's the way they've been groomed to be. Yeah. But you have been groomed to be a real woman and respect someone you respect.
Yeah. Right.
You know, this is not going down.
I think that all comes with confidence. And I know that what God got for me, man can't take or stop.
Absolutely.
So I don't care if she the baddest thing out.
Right.
Perfect, ain't got no stretch marks, don't cellulite, nothing.
Right.
Guess what? These stretchies and these cellulites gonna get it. Hey, baby.
They gonna get it. Okay?
I love it.
No, we be clowning. Because I got my little dance, right? And he said, what's the lady that do the accident, Ann Fong?
Oh, Ann Fong.
He be like, call Ann Fong on them dance. We crazy. I embrace my...
Absolutely. You got a real
But when he say that, I just laugh like he talking about somebody totally different, okay? I think it's funny.
Now, let me tell y'all this funny story. Okay. So my ex-husband gonna tell you, my first ex-husband, he gonna say, we got into an argument. He said, you know what? Yo, you built like old box beat up Chevy.
Wow.
And all I could do was laugh. I wasn't mad. And what I wouldn't have did, I went in the room and got naked and walked in there. He was like, come here, baby. I said, right. You want to ride this
You want to drive this Chevy, don't you?
I'm a Chevy, Hey, look, we want to thank our special guest for coming out here today. It was a treat, a blessing. And y'all already know y'all can go on YouTube and catch us, our previous episodes at the Unstoppable Stewarts. We love for y'all tuning in. We would have enjoyed more calls today as usual, but for whatever reason, the lives was not working. We don't know what that was about, but we'll figure that one out later on. But yes, it was a beautiful thing having you up in here, Maisha. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. The energy was hot.
Come back.
Yes, because I got stuff to talk about.
Yes, come on,
And
girl.
let the people know where they can find you, all your connections and all of that.
Okay. So Facebook, it's Maisha Pina. Pina like pina colada.
Yeah, pina
colada. And then we have Instagram, which is pretty much BBR. BBR stands for Beauty Bar.
There you go.
There we go. We got YouTube.
Yes.
Maisha Pooh. That's MYISHA Pooh. POOH. Y'all got to tune in. I got some good stuff.
Yeah.
And congratulations to that job you about to have. You know what I mean? That's big.
Yes.
Going out there to New York, you know what I'm saying, with Mr. Haney and doing your thing with that makeup thing. God bless you. You know, take that to a whole nother dimension because it's well deserved and we appreciate that.
Yes, it is. I actually was going to have you do my makeup, but you're not going to be here for our party. So I'm like...
Yeah, so, you know, and I just want to give a shout out to Bill Haney.
Yes.
Man, he is respectful, charismatic, personable guy, stand-up guy. I had a great time talking with him. Yes. Shout out to you, Bill and Devin.
Yes.
I know you're going to get him a good old East Oakland ass whooping.
Yes. Shout out to
Devin Haney, DHP.
Yes. And so on that note, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next Monday. doing it as we do, no nonsense, no buffoonery, and we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, and we want to say peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.